And Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Going deep. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Delivers the contact. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers pressures right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense needed some.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wants to throw on third down. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off play action on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the... South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to scramble. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
Keep it on the ground. Creates a little space. Open runway ahead. 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Carolina.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. He's got it.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
On the run, it's Haynes. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That's caught. It's Haynes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive with a pass. Skips away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Spinderella. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Cricket. The give to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder.
Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second down after that incompletion. On the run, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm.
Nothing but green ahead. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Okay, ready? They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Green 25. Clear.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always...
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey.
Yankee blue. Hawk. Here we go.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can stay in the formation or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating...
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the counter play. Smashes through. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives his offense a first down. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last one.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself...
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Across the 25, he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm